Well, I got my ultra festive holiday sweater on with the matching earrings. So that means it's time to talk about some holiday shadow, or we're gonna fake the funk. I'll explain what it means in just a moment. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So, I have a fun video for you today, and it's another collab. So I am collabing with Gel Beauty, which is Grace. So she approached myself and Beauty and the Frizz, who is Kara, and Kara and I are really good friends. We're actually pretty close friends, and we became friends from YouTube, and our friendship has blossomed, and we're going to finally meet up for the first time in Vegas in March. We're gonna go see Usher. Okay, back. But Grace, who is so lovely and she is so into eyeshadow. I mean, she tries like all the eyeshadow. I feel like I'm more so, even though I buy a lot of eyeshadow, I feel like I'm more in recovery, and Grace got everything. So if you want to know what things are duping each other, if you want to know anything that might look alike, if any type of formula, she is into name brand, she is into high end, and she is into indie. So she loves it all. So definitely go and check out her channel. And she's here in the Chicagoland area. We have never met up. I don't know why. We're going to have to make that happen one day, girl. We're going to have to go to Badders and Berries. Or maybe Truth, you know, or maybe Francis on Clark, because they got the same chef, but you don't have to wait. I digress. But we're going to have to make it happen. It's just timing, schedules. You know, it's hectic around these parts, okay? But let me go ahead and introduce myself real quick before I start rambling. So if you have never been here before, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. And eyeshadow is my jam. It is one of my most favorite things to talk about on my channel. Yes. So today, we are faking the funk. What does that mean? So this is a video that Grace actually suggested to us by Lauren May Beauty. So we are faking the funk. We are taking everyday palettes that can be transformed into holiday palettes. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little trouble, y'all. I've had a little trouble trying to do this. It's just like, now I have holiday palettes or things that came out around the holiday, or things that have Christmas thing, like Odin's Eye, Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve, Pat McGrath, holiday palettes. And I'm like, oh yeah, but they could definitely be transformed into the rest of the year. And I was just like, but what do I have that can come from the rest of the year into the holiday season that did not come out during the holidays or as a holiday launch? So I had a little trouble. I really did. But I have some palettes back here, and I pulled out what spoke to me, and I think you'll understand why I feel like these palettes can come in the holiday season with us. Because really, you can take anything into any season, but you know, certain things should speak to it, like this sweater. Like, where am I going during the rest of the year? So, you know, I might wear it once or twice during the holiday season. Because when else am I going to wear it? I mean, honestly, it's a lot. I mean, honestly. Let's talk about the palettes. So I swear, guys, every time I start filming, my nose just turns into a faucet. I don't understand. Even if it hasn't been running all day, something about me sitting down right here with the camera, it just wants to run. All right, let's see. What do we have first? I'm not pulling these in any type of order, just pulling them. Ooh, okay. Let's see. I have Tamara Tanuka, which is Seagull inspired Little Black Glove. So I thought this could be holiday inspired because look at this red shadow. I mean, this red shadow is doing it. And then you have like a black multi-chrome right here. You have some grays, purple, a little champagne. So the star of the show right here is definitely this red shade. And I'm going to need to put her to use because I haven't even worn this palette. It's so sad. It is. I haven't even done a video on it, but you know, when this palette released, the war with Russia and Ukraine broke out. So, and this is a Russian indie brand. But look at this shade. So I definitely feel like, oh, I said I wasn't swatching anything, but here I am. Right here. swatching things. So I just definitely feel like that is holiday glitz, holiday glamour right there, just bottled all up in one. So that is the Tamara Tanuka or Seagull inspired Little Black Love palette. Next up, let's see. Oh, I have my Tom Ford quad, okay? I actually only have one Tom Ford quad, and this is the Photosynthesis. So I felt like this was very holiday inspired, okay? We have our turquoise or teal. We have a shade that's like a more blue-brown, maroon, and a little bit of gold. Like all of this screams like, use me during the holiday season, you know, especially the blue-brown shade. It gives fall, it gives holiday, especially when it leans more red as far as the coverage. This one leans more teal, but paired along with the maroon, I think that it's going to be a great holiday combination. Holiday, fall, winter, any time of the year, you know. So that is the Tom Ford Photosynthesis palette. Now this is a new addition into my collection, and this is the Glaminatrix Glamorous palette. So here we are. We got beautiful reds and plums. We also have some greens, and this shade right here, Treat Me. Oh my gosh. Now this is a little bit unconventional, but look at this shade. It is gorgeous. Now, Glaminatrix does have its own holiday palette, but you know, it's a holiday palette. We're faking the funk. We're trying to, you know, palette rotate, get the most out of our palettes that we can use. So I think that's super shimmery, really pretty, and it's going to look different based off of those red mattes in there. I think it's going to be a fabulous, yeah, it's going to be good for the holidays. I had to kind of think out of the box. Like I said, I was struggling. Next up, I have the Turbina palette, and this is from the Glam Shop Poland. Now, there are just so many very special shades that you could put on your lid for a beautiful holiday festive look, okay? And we're going to start with the the namesake. That's what I wanted to say, I think. Of the palette, and this is Turbina. Oh my gosh, a gorgeous shade, kind of like a red green, bluish brown. It doesn't look very pigmented right now, but I promise you, when you put it on your eyes and you build it up, put a little glitter glue on there, it is sparkle, so pretty. So I definitely think you could get a lot of great holiday looks out of this. We have this shade right here, which is Cyclone. I love this shade. Very pretty. You know, something that it looks so simple like we've always had, but not quite. And these shades, like I said, they don't look as pigmented in here, but they are really pigmented. Just build them up. This palette is actually gone from the Glam Shop, but if you have never checked out the Glam Shop, the shadows are wonderful, especially if you're into very sparkly shadows. So in my mind, I was like, this palette, it came out before holiday. I don't really consider it her holiday release. You know, Natasha kind of does whatever she wants around the holidays. Like this year we got like Retro Glam, which is definitely like very pastel-y. So this is Metropolis. And Metropolis, you know, I remember it came out in the fall, but then a lot of people ended up picking up during the holiday, and I picked it up. I wasn't going to get it. I really wasn't going to get it, but then I was like, I gotta get it, because I was talking myself out of it, because I was like, this side of the palette to me looked like the Colored Rain, oh my God, Safari Rain, the Colored Rain Safari Rain palette. So I was like, that was my justification. But then it went down. It went on sale during the VIB and blah, 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 blah. So, okay, you got browns, you got golds, you got several different types of golds, and then you have like several different type of greens, okay? So definitely cream the formula. Okay, I was worried. I was like, are these dried out? But they're not. Okay, so I haven't touched this palette in some time, but you got all the little mossy greens, then you got your deep greens, boom, looking Christmassy there. Oh, all the golds that you could totally imagine. So I guess I could have thrown Natasha on the gold in here, but I really feel like she released that at the holiday. So that's why Natasha Denona Gold did not come in here. But I was like, I'm going to throw this in here. I really wish she would come out with another palette like this. Like, this was $120. You know, these big palettes like this, they used to be like $240, but she shrunk the pan size down. But I need to use this. Yeah. It's like a few palettes I need to just pull out this week and be like, this is in the rotation of this week. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, there is a palette rotation video coming. I need to edit. It should be up before the end of the month. It's a mess, okay? All right, this one. So, we got House of L, okay? So, I know you're like, Ashleigh, but it does look very summery, okay? But it also looks very Christmassy. Because these shadows are like bomb, okay? So, you have an orange and you have a green right here. But then, like, if you were to just put a darker green, we all know you got a darker green in your collection. You definitely have a darker green, okay? So, you got a darker green in your collection. And then this shade right here. This is my shade. Oh my gosh. The Zora L. And no, this is not the palette I'm wearing right now. If you're wondering what I'm wearing right now, this is Terra Moons. This shade is Solar Expansion. And then I have Martian Dust in the corner. And baby, it's giving. You can't tell me it's not giving. And then this is Fenty, what is it, Uncensored, that red lip that she came out with, her first stunner paint. But back to Zora L, okay? This ain't giving holiday. You can't tell me that this right here ain't giving no holiday, okay? So yeah, it looks a little red, but you gonna tell me that this ain't giving Tinseltown? I mean, it's giving like red and green without just saying, this is red and green. You know what I mean? Without saying like, Christmas, 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 but I want you to feel like Christmas. You know what I mean? So that's thinking a little bit out of the box. And then, like you said, you do have the green shade here. And then the Cara Zora L. Oh, this is like the rose gold of the rose golds. Oh my gosh. Ah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes. So that's why I picked this. Because I was like, if you got this, you know, you got some little holiday cheer right there. Okay, now we have Miss Pat McGrath, Miss Patty, okay, Miss Patricia. So this is the Venus and Floors Luxe Quad from the Divine Rose collection when she finally gave us blushes, okay? And she was like, oh yeah, I asked for blush, I'm gonna give you a whole collection. But remember this quad. Remember. So this is, you know, a little light. This is like glam holiday, okay? Because this shade right here, what is it? The Rose Fire Nectar. She didn't come to play. She did not come to play. It is everything. Gorgeous. So this is more holiday inspired. Very great for the holiday looks. If, you know, you don't want to be so direct, not so red and green. You got a beautiful brown. I love this brown shade. Actually, this shade, brown, is a brown shade that I have put all over the lids and just blended it out and been very happy. And I'm not one to necessarily do that. And I have done that a little bit more lately with like my Blends Bunny All Done Up palette, but gorgeous, okay? So I feel like that would be a great, if like you're a more neutral lover, you don't want to be all, this is like out of your comfort zone. Now this palette, I didn't have any trouble. I was like, oh, this definitely screams holiday, okay? So this is Mothership 5. And honey, my box has been through a few things, okay? So it's Mothership 5 right here. And, you know, first of all, we have that fiery Blitz red shade. Blitz Flame. Boom, okay? So you have your Extreme Aubergine shade, which is this. Then you have more champagne. You got your browns. And we're getting super holiday here because we got our pink, we got our gold, we got our greens, we got our red. So, you know, we're here. Oh my gosh. This shade is always just so smooth, so beautiful. So Blitz Flame. Then we got our Rose Gold 005, which is like the ultimate rose gold shade. And we got a little Astro. This is VR Fire Opal. It's like the Holiday Luxe Claude of your dreams. with a little extra lunar gold. Tell me that's not holiday. It's giving holiday, okay? So, really pretty. Definitely holiday appropriate in your collection. And definitely I thought about bringing in like Mothership 2 with the Blitz Emerald in there. I don't even think we got enough room for all of this, but you know I'm going to stick it somewhere. And yeah. Beautiful. Just look at my fingers. All right. We got one more palette from Mama Pat, and this is more for the neutral lovers too, okay? So this is Star Wars. So I kind of cheated because I was like, most people probably don't have this particular palette because it was just so hard to get. And I was just actually talking to Beauty and Frizz about that on the phone when this released. Like the Star Wars people just like made it so hard for the actual Pat McGrath lovers. But these shades did re-release in the Mothership Mega, the very first one, Celestial Divinity now. So this is Galactic Gold, and oh, that's the little card falling out. There you go. I feel like this is holiday glam, especially with Corruption. We got purples, we got a yellow gold or bronzy gold right here, or bronze, and then this particular shade, which is that Galactic Gold? Yes. So Galactic Gold is gorgeous. It is a little tougher to pick up, that particular formula, but it is a little bit more greeny gold, and that's why I felt like that would work. Definitely Corruption. And I love these palettes, so there we go. And with the purples, I feel like I said, for the more neutral lover, very holiday appropriate. All right, last but not least, we have BH Cosmetics, and I chose the Pistachio palette because some of these greens are just absolutely gorgeous. So this is my favorite green in here because it's so sparkly, and I feel like it's unlike any other green I have. And I was like, okay, BH, you are coming to play. Like, look at the shine. Look at, I don't know, like, I hope they have some stuff that can really come out nice with Makeup Revolution on them. But we got plenty of greens. And then, oh, this deep dark green right here. Very holiday giving. Plus this matte. So, I felt like you can get a little holiday look here. And then if you do mix it with like cherry on top, you're good too. Okay, that was a terrible swatch because my finger went everywhere. But yeah, I just feel like that works too. So, you know, like I said, I had a little trouble, but I was able to make it work. And then, of course, if you got single shadows, any multi-chromes, things of those nature, throw it on in. We weren't talking about multi-chromes, but that's what I have on my eye at the moment. But, oh my gosh. Like, I just have so much eyeshadow, y'all. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it's slightly overwhelming sometimes because I think about all the palettes that I haven't used. So that's what kind of like helps this too. So you don't have to go out and buy more because I'm sure you have something in your collection that is screaming holiday that you can apply and fake the funk, okay? So these, I think this was about 8 palettes. These are the 8 palettes I chose. So I feel like there's a little something in there for everybody. Little high-end, luxury, indie, drugstore. Make it work, okay? So make sure you go ahead and check out Gel Beauty's video. Thank you for putting together this collab, girl. We're gonna have to get that brunch one day. And then thank you to Beauty and Frizz also, and make sure you go and check out her channel. My girl Kara with the boys. You know, we got August. He's a mess, child. We got August and Marky. He was like, August is a mess. Y'all see August all the time with his yo-yo. And so, all right, so leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon because we're on a roll in December, you know. And subscribe to my channel because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know how we gotta end the video. Gotta hit it with the Chad dash, Chad dash. Hey, 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 Chad dash. Chad dash. Hey, Chad dash. All right, y'all. Bye.